He is a really fun guy, but my God, he is so bad at teaching. I really wanted to like him, but he is one of the worst professors I've had.
Ross is very knowledgeable, but will ramble for the entire class, which is usually painfully boring.
Disorganized lectures, unwilling to answer students' questions.
I don't understand why there are so many positive reviews. Sure, Dr. Brown is a very interesting lecturer and has some great ideas. He just has no idea how to teach the concepts of the course.
Only had 3 assignments, so your grade depends on that. They should be thankful there were only 3.
Awful. Avoid at all costs. It's in all caps, so.
Short temper, unprofessional, created a very uncomfortable classroom environment.
That's not one of my chosen pronouns, by the way. This was the worst professor I ever had. There we go.
Wasn't impressed by the way he grades. He gives no clear rubrics and marks off for random reasons.
Ross is nice, but I would not recommend taking a class from him.
She deducts from points from assignments for poor grammar.
He has a huge ego. I'm sorry. Can we move to a bit bigger room? My ego is having a hard time staying inside this small, cramped quarter.
He is very unprofessional, swears a lot. I don't know what the they're talking about there.
I don't know if the class was worse or the professor. Yikes. They were both terrible.
If you have the chance to take a class from him, he's a legend himself. You should do it. I'm not sure about that, but probably one of my grandchildren wrote it.
I would recommend his class to almost anyone and everyone. Well, thank you.
I have really enjoyed his class and have learned amazing skills that I can put on my resume.
Very funny and engaging personality. True.
This is a required class. Try a different professor. Wah wah.
The grading criteria is very strange and is just up to how Schultz is feeling that day.
Works really hard to teach his classes. True.
He cares so much about his students and never forgets them.
He didn't use a textbook and instead wrote up his own notes. I'm sorry for saving you $200.
I've seriously never had a professor care so much and teach so well.
In the hour-long class, it seems that we don't really start lectures until the last 20 minutes. That seems about right.
He spent an entire day lecturing about how he thought the moon landing was fake. It wasn't an entire lecture. It was at most 40 minutes of the 50-minute lecture, at most.
He's the best.
I love Professor Schultz.
This class was probably my least favorite. Do not waste money on a textbook. She never uses it.
Toughest grading I have ever seen.
Instills a passion for math in his students. Perfect.
However, the lectures are fun and engaging, and I feel that I got something out of the class. Oh, that's fun.
He completely changed how I view mathematics. Well, that's cool.
I learn and retain information better when I can connect it to a story. And Professor Schultz has hundreds of stories.
There's some good and some bad, some awesome and some awful.
I do care about students, and it means a lot to me when they say something nice.